10 bizarre traditions from around the world that will make your jaw drop. Number 10. Hindu Thaipusam Festival Piercings. During the celebration of the religious holiday Thaipusam, Hindus declare their devotion to Lord Murugan by piercing various parts of their bodies. It is mainly observed in countries where there is a significant presence of Tamil communities such as India, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Mauritius, Singapore, Thailand, and Myanmar. Over time, the rituals have become more dramatic, colorful, and bloody, with large spears and hooks through the chest and face. Number 9. La Tomatina. The biggest tomato fight in the world. La Tomatina, the annual tomato throwing festival, held in the Valencian town of Bunal, Spain. It is held on the last Wednesday of August, during the week of festivities of Bunal. The participants throw tomatoes and get involved in this tomato fight purely for fun. Number 8. Bullet ant gloves. For the Sadarama tribe of the Amazon, when a young boy becomes sexually mature, he goes out into the jungle with the medicine man and other boys his age to find and gather bullet ants. The insect with the most painful sting in the world. The boys will gather the ants and the ants are then drugged by some herbs given to them by the medicine man. Later, while the ants are sleeping in their drug-induced state, they are placed into a woven mesh glove with the stinger on the inside. When the ants wake up, they find themselves trapped and become very angry and aggressive. The boys must put on the gloves and keep them on for about 10 minutes while they do a dance to take their mind off the pain. However, the young men of the Sadarama tribe must endure this pain 20 times before they can prove they are men. Number 7. Burial Ritual Yanomami. Funeral rituals for dead relatives is very important in Yanomami tribe. When a Yanomami dies, his body is burned. The ash and bone powder is mixed into a plantain soup. His people then drinks the plantain soup consisting of the dead person's ash and bone. They believe that by ingesting the remains of a loved one, his spirit will live within them forever. Every body must be cremated, because the Yanomami think that leaving a dead body to decay is horrifying. In addition, the soul will be unhappy if he couldn't find a resting place in the bodies of his loved ones. A dead body must be disposed of as soon as possible, because the soul may come back and haunt the remaining ones. Number 6. Tooth filing. One of the biggest Hindu religious ceremonies, tooth filling. This ritual is for both males and females and must be completed before marriage. It is sometimes incorporated into the marriage ceremony. This ceremony is executed by smoothing down tooth and eye tooth. They believe that the teeth are the symbol of lust, greed, anger, confusion, and jealousy, and the custom of filling teeth renders a person physically and spiritually. Number 5. Bathroom Ban of Tidong. Weddings in the Indonesian Tidong community have traditions that are truly unique. The groom isn't allowed to see the bride's face until he sings her several love songs. The curtain separating the couple is raised only after the musical requirement is met. But the weirdest of them all is this: the bride and the groom aren't allowed to use the bathroom for 3 days and nights after the wedding. Tidong people believe that not practicing the 3-day and night ritual would bring terrible to the couple. So the couple is watched over by several people, and allowed only minimal amounts of food and drink. 4. Famadihana Dancing with the Dead. The Famadihana is a traditional festival which is celebrated in both urban and rural areas of the country, especially in Madagascar. People bring forth the bodies of their ancestors from the family crypts and rewrap them in fresh cloth, then dance with the corpses around the tomb to live music. This became a regular ritual usually once every 7 years, and the custom brings together extended families in celebrations of kinship. Actually, it is occasion to give respect to the dead relative through the transfer of the bones to a permanent place of abode. The burial tomb is constructed. It is considered that it will place a link between the dead and the living. The main motive behind the festival originated from the belief of the local people that the dead return to God and are reborn. Number 3. Finger cutting of Dani tribe. The Dani tribe is the indigenous people that inhabit the fertile lands of the Balium Valley in West Papua, New Guinea. The members of this tribe cut off their fingers as a way of displaying their grief at funeral ceremonies. They also smeared their faces with ashes and clay, as an expression of sorrow. When a person in Dani's tribe passes away, his relative like wife or husband cut off his hand finger and bury together with the dead body of her husband or wife. The number of fingers that will be cut off depends on how many persons she or he loves, even though they will lose all of their hand's fingers and will be unable to perform household chores effectively. Number 2. Baby throwing, India. The bizarre ritual of throwing newborn babies off a temple 50 feet high and catching them in a cloth has been celebrated in India since last 500 years. It is practiced by couples who are blessed with a child after taking a vow at the Sri Santeshwar temple near Indi, in the state of Karnataka. The ritual is observed by both Muslims and Hindus every year and takes place amid tight security. The ritual takes place in the first week of December, and is believed to bring health, prosperity, and luck to new arrivals. Around 200 babies are dropped by their parents every year while crowds sing and dance. Most of the infants are under 2 years old. Number 1. Mourning of Muharram. The Mourning of Muharram is an important period of mourning in Shia Islam, the first month of the Islamic calendar. The event marks the anniversary of the Battle of Karbala when Imam Hussein ibn Ali, the grandson of the Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, and a Shia Imam, was killed by the forces of the second Umayyad Caliph Yazid I. The event reaches its climax on the 10th day morning. Some groups of Shia Muslims join in an artist practice that involves body whipping with special chains that have razors and knives attached. This tradition is practiced by all age groups. In some regions the children are forced by their parents to take part.